Aaron Rodgers considered that obviously a breakout deal for him to get out of the shadow of Brett Favre if he won that game, which he did. Do you see a parallel at all as far as you just going out there and proving something when it comes to this time around the Daytona 500?
I don't know. I just want to be able to get it. I just want to go see gains, go out and see improvements, and hopefully it doesn't feel different right now. But once we get on the racetrack, hopefully it'll start to feel different, and it'll start to make become a little more effortless, if you will. I mean, we've tried so hard to get better over the last several years, and no matter how hard we really worked and how much we put into it, we weren't able to really get it turned around. So we know what we're able to do. I know what I'm able to do as a driver, and I've got all the confidence in the world in me as an individual. But getting with a new team and a team that's had success, is going to be hopefully the mix that I need.
When you go through all the hard work and you don't see the fruits of your labor, what does that do to your confidence?
It doesn't hurt my confidence. It just frustrates you. And I feel like I know that Lance is an awesome crew chief, and so is Tony Jr. And the guys that I worked with on that team there was deep talent in that team. And when we weren't able to go to the racetrack and see good results, it was just frustrating. It was really, really frustrating. But I never got down on myself. Just personally, I didn't. And I wouldn't let myself do that. But there was just terrible frustration to not be able to realize the potential. When you know you can do something and it's not happening for you, it's really frustrating.
What is the difference that you see in so awkward silence?
Kyle's just
every
hanging
time
out.
I look at Kyle, he's got this like grin. It looks like he just ate a cat.
No, he's answered my question.
Okay.
Because because you said, do you feel like you have to prove something? I don't think he has to prove anything. He's won races. He's won championships. He's done everything that a race car driver can do. You know what I mean? He's in, and I refer to it as a dry spell, but so was Jeff Gordon last year.
There's times when I get angry and I end up with a good result in the race and go, wow, I got angry and it made me faster, or I ran harder. But I'm not totally sold on that. I think that when I get frustrated in the car, it definitely has a negative effect on what I'm trying to do and my focus. And I've got, as I get older, it seems like it's harder to control. You get more ornery.
Yeah.
I think as you get older, and it's harder to control, where the maturity doesn't help you. You just become more grittier and a little more difficult. So, but I think it does. When you're frustrated, it's not a good thing toward what you're trying to produce for that very day. And but when you're running well, all these little problems go away, and the big problems are now tiny problems. So we just go out there and hopefully we'll rattle off some top 10s, top 5s, and start feeling like we're getting close to that win, and then the competitive spirit will start to come in and take care of everything.